Well, so much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging from your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right?
Hello YouTube, this is No with FPS Nostalgia. We're playing Half-Life. We are starting Chapter 5. We've got hostiles here on medium difficulty. So if you remember last, we dropped into the elevator, the dark elevator, and now we're going to move forward here. We've got hostiles.
For God's sake, open the silo door! They're coming for us! It's our only way out! Oh my God, we're doomed!
Well,
Search and destroy Force Bravo. Report secondary objective terminated.
if you notice the voice talking overhead, it sounds like we have a military presence here, and they're on a search and destroy mission. That was quite an entrance. If you notice the security guard being pulled into the vent by a zombie, and then we have the scientist who ran off into a laser trip mine.
Emergency uranium containment team to sector D.
You'll notice these doors, fire doors, throughout this episode. We want to try to leave those open. Alright, here's another laser trip mine. Well, not a mine, but a laser trip that sets off a sentry gun. It's possible to actually bypass these. I learned this from BigMacDavis. You can jump onto the laser there and move across without setting off the turret. Deal with a few headcrabs here. When you come across your first soldier, you notice you can pick up his submachine gun. I don't know if this is a MP5 or what, but pretty nice gun here. And you'll notice the sentry here that we did not set off with the lasers. I think a shotgun blast will take it out. Nope. 2 shotgun blasts. So you saw it wake up and shoot me there, but no big deal. Don't want to hit the explosive box with your crowbar. It won't end well for you. So we make our way forward. You'll be harassed by a few of these Headcrabs. Man. My headcrab dodging skills are not what they used to be. So here's the actual trip mine that will explode if you set it off. And we can move forward here. Get these Portagots to follow you, and you can actually get them to trip the mine. I got this strategy from BigMacDavis as well. There's one, but is the second one following? Probably not. We'll just go ahead and kill them off. They're pretty good shots. I should have ducked behind the wall. So you see this kind of a cafeteria area with a blocked off kitchen there we can't get to just yet. Alright, also a technique I got from BigMacDavis. Oh, that didn't turn out so well. Hop the laser, shoot the exploding barrel to get the Portagot. You can hop back across. Take out this barrel. It'll take out the sentry. And then you can snipe the sentry leg with your pistol. If you don't stick your head out too far. So there you go. A few more sentry guns in this area. Toss a grenade in this one. And we can progress. You notice this fenced off area we cannot access right now, but you'll see later in the chapter. Let's backtrack. A few more headcrabs there. These lasers, we've already destroyed the sentries, so we're not worried about that. And these turrets, you gotta think, were definitely not set up by Black Mesa employees, so. And I don't know if you can hear what sounds like radio chatter. The actual soldiers speaking to each other over their comm systems. Nothing we could do about that scientist. He was going to bite the dust anyways with the sentry gun sitting there. Very slippery water. Empty elevator shaft. So you can see the soldier, or you can hear the soldiers talking back and forth to each other. Got the G-Man here. Up to no good. Battery armor. Now if you break this crate while the laser is attached, or shining on it, I guess you'll set it off. So we can just shoot the laser, or shoot the mine. A few more supplies. Head up the ladder. Battery armor.
Rescued at last. You're here.
Oh man. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, there we go. So when we enter this room, the scientist was going to run down to that current position. The soldier, we were going to witness the soldier killing him in cold blood. But I happened to get the attention of the soldier, so he attacked us first. No big deal. Top off the health. Shoot those barrels for good measure. More machine gun ammo. Submachine gun ammo, whichever you want to call it. And we come upon this hairy situation. Our first real combat with the soldiers. My tactics weren't too great here. But as you can see, the soldiers can be very aggressive. They will advance on your position, fall back if needed, throw grenades like this gentleman did. And I think we cleared this area for now. So these guys with the gas masks, they're actually armored helmets, so you can't get any headshots on those guys. But we'll go back down, break a few crates, top off our health and our HEV suit. Or HEV, I don't know exactly what that means, or what it stands for. But it gives you armor for your suit. So, not much around. in those crates, so we'll just progress here. Still got that kickin' music going. I don't think the music is actually in the original release of Half-Life. I think this is the Game of the Year edition. So what we have here, more barnacles. I'm gonna pass them up for now. I'll show you a little trick later. I don't know if I came up with a trick, but I thought of it the other day. So we'll skip all this. It looks pretty dangerous down through there. And for now, we'll move to this area. I learned this technique from BigMacDavis. You can actually toss a few grenades up here. Clear out some soldiers so we won't have to deal with later. From there, kill the barnacles if you want. But we're gonna progress through the conveyor belt system here. A few more crates. Pop off the armor and make our way up to the next conveyor belt system. Come on. I'm gonna try a tactic that I learned from BigMacDavis as well. Here, you can throw a grenade behind the sandbox. Hopefully the soldier moves out towards these barrels. Nope, okay, he's gonna stay behind the barrels. I guess I killed him with the first grenade. Anyways, sometimes the grenade flushes them out to these barrels, you shoot the barrels, and voila. Anyways, we will get on to our next set of duties here, which is taking out the security turrets. Toss a grenade there. Oh. Attempt to snipe this one here. And then long snipe. That security turret. Now you can drop down and take out this mine if you want, but I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to come up behind the next set of soldiers using the barnacles to progress through the map. So the idea is to get picked up, hold to the left and beat the barnacle, and he'll drop you off on this section. So we will sneak up behind the soldiers here and maybe get the drop on them and save some scientists at the same time. Uh-oh. Seems this soldier got picked up by a barnacle. That can happen from time to time. Sometimes they notice the barnacle, they'll shoot him, attack him, kill him. But we'll drop down here and you'll see the hallway where we just were. It's a little back entrance there. If you see, the scientist will run.
Shoot! I'm with the science team.
Uh-oh. The soldiers usually take out the scientist. Then you have to fight them off with when they have the higher ground. Anyways, if you see here, shoot the mine, it blows up the glass on the fire door. break a few crates.
Definitely transmitting organic matter.
And move on to the next area. See if we killed everybody earlier. Yep. So you won't recognize this area just yet. We were actually down here at the first conveyor belt, where we tossed the grenades up and onto the unsuspecting soldiers. So we can make our way down.
Attention.
Pick up a few supplies, and we move on to the elevator. Oh. So with this long elevator ride, you will notice that we have actually reached the surface of Black Mesa. You'll notice quite a few things going on here. Some major bombing, a few soldiers running around, throwing grenades. We'll attempt to take them out. Which isn't too difficult on the medium setting. As you can see, I'm not too tactical with my approach, but we got the job done. So the flying ship is actually behind this fence over here, and they'll keep dropping soldiers infinitely. So what we'll do is just go ahead and run across to the bunker, hop inside, just as we witness a few large bombs blocking the entrance now. A few crates down here. Let's stock up on health and armor. And you'll notice the vent access. So you want to be careful here, not stick your head out too soon. But you want to be quick to drop down. Oh, not quite like that. That was a pretty far drop. Anyways, what happens is the helicopter starts dropping soldiers 2 at a time. And they will continue to drop soldiers until you either die, run out of ammo, or continue on. So here we are in another large vent shaft. Careful of the fan. We're going to take this first branch here. Notice you cannot break the grates here in this vent, but you'll see here we are where we were earlier, behind the fenced off area. Continue on. Take care of the sneaky headcrab.
those dumbass scientists and not one of them fought back. This sucks.
So he's bragging about killing defenseless scientists, so we will drop a grenade right through the grate. Which is kind of a funny thing. Look how big the grenade is, and it just fits right through the grate. But no complaints from me, because it gets the job done. You can step out here, grab a few clips, notice where we started at the beginning of the chapter. And then we'll just trek back.
Bravo Force reports. Hotel Sierra Mike facility is secured.
Now we'll continue forward. Be sure not to miss this turn, but you can see here the cafeteria area. Can't break the grates, but you can enter the kitchen. Found a few goodies, battery armor, ammo, and that's about it. So we'll just make our way back to the big fan, and you'll notice, I don't know if you can take the ladder, kind of a dangerous move. We'll just go around the side here, drop down in the corner, and enter this vent system. And here, another area blocked off earlier. A few shotgun shells, nothing much. And we'll go progress the chapter. Important thing to remember is to hold duck, because you will get your head chopped off. Go further in the map or the chapter. I keep saying let's go further, let's go further. Here we are. Okay. This vent is actually dead end, but I'm gonna go check it out just to show you. You can look down to the areas we were earlier, and there you go, dead end. Now we will enter into the security room. Voila, at the beginning of the chapter.
Well, so much for the government. Their idea of containment is to kill everyone associated with the project. Judging from your hazard suit, I'd say you were part of what went wrong. Isn't that right? Now look, if anyone can end this catastrophe, it's the science team in the Lambda complex at the opposite end of the base. With the transit system out, I couldn't tell you how to get there. But there's an old decommissioned rail system somewhere through here, beyond the silo complex. If you can make it through the rocket test lab, you might be able to worm your way through the old tunnels to track down whatever's left of the Lambda team. You can trust them. You can trust all of us. Good luck.
Alright, so we can trust the scientists, not the government. Who would have known that Half-Life 20 years ago would be still relevant today? But anyways, politics aside, we need to make it to the Lambda complex. And the scientists there should help us figure out what's going on. So we'll gain access to Silo D. And we will call it right here, because I believe we're starting a new chapter here around the corner. So I'm going to end it here. This was chapter 5. We've got hostiles. We found out that the government is sending soldiers in to clean up the mess. And their way of cleaning up the mess is exterminating everyone involved. So, next chapter, chapter 6. I don't recall the name of it, but we'll start there. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.